Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
And I would like to invite to talk about it on stage Rushabh Mehta, Vice President and Head West Partnerships and Business Development, BARC India. Rushabh Mehta in the house. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone, I'm Rushabh Mehta from BARC India. We've had interesting sessions so far on kids since morning. I will now take you through the TV viewing behavior of the prime consumer segment, the kids. So if we go back to the 90s, we've grown up watching all of them, be it Dennis the Menace, He-Man, DuckTales, and so on. We loved them all, isn't it? But only one stood out. If there was a way to measure nostalgia, this one would have probably topped the charts in India. The Jungle Book, which was licensed by Doordarshan, was a Japanese adaptation called as Janguru Buku Shonen Maguri. When the Japanese animation was mixed with the masterpiece created by lyricist Gulzar Saab and Vishal Bharadwaj, it became our very own Jungle Book. And Jungle Jungle Baat Chali Hai became an anthem for the kids of the 90s. Disney recreated this magic with their movie Jungle Book in 2016. And the marketing campaign, which was centered around the Jungle Book series and aired on Doordarshan, was their secret recipe for success. Also, more than half of ticket sales came from non-English versions for the movie. And so, in essence, the Jungle Book of the 90s paved the path for the Indian appetite of local animated content. Now, let us look at the rise of India's animation industry. So, if you look at India's animation and VFX industry, it increased from 47 billion to about 88 billion over last 5 years and is further expected to double up and reach over 184 billion, growing at a CAGR of 16%. The industry's focus on launching original IPs has also started bearing fruit. The segment has registered a growth of about 12% CAGR over last 5 years. And the result being, our characters are emerging stronger. For example, our very own Chhota Bheem sold a merchandise of over 250 crores. Mighty Little Bheem, the spin-off version, became our first animated show to be a global hit. Also, it was a #1 show in the preschool category on Netflix. Motu Patlu got their wax statue installed at Madame Tussauds. So this shows that Indian characters are not confined to a limited boundary, but are going places. Let us now understand the TV viewing behavior of kids, the prime consumers of animation in India. So are kids watching television? There is a chatter we keep on hearing, right, that kids have reduced watching television. So as Partho sir mentioned some time back, yes, kids do watch television and they contribute to about 20% to television viewership in India. How many kids watch kids channels in a week? Over 76 million kids watch kids channels in a week. And they spend about 1 hour 17 minutes watching kids channels every single day. The kids in urban spend about 1 hour 20 minutes. The one in rural spend about 1 hour 12. And as a result, the viewership of kids genre, about 58% comes from urban and 42% from rural. So to speak, the genre is largely urban driven. But having said that, if you look at the engagement levels of kids by urban and rural, the urban kids and rural kids both have shown an increase by 17 minutes over the last 4 years. This means that not only kids continue to engage with television, but they are increasing their engagement with each passing year. Now, let us look at the impact of tariff order, the new tariff order popularly known as NTO. Now, it brought about a mammoth change in the distribution landscape of the country last year. When it got implemented, the way consumers consume content, the way broadcasters sold channels, the way distributors distributed channels, everything got altered permanently. So let us look at the impact it created on the kids genre as well. So here we are looking at viewership of 2 years, 2018 and 2019. If you look at 2018, the viewership generally tends to peak up during the vacation period and in the second half of the year during festive period. But if you look at 2019, the viewership went down from week 6 onwards, led by NTO. And during this time period, viewership of all pay channels had gone down. And kids genre was no exception since all channels were in the pay bucket. However, the interesting thing to note here is kids genre was amongst the first few to have recovered much faster. And once the kids channels were being made available, with the new packaging being put into place by various operators, the viewership kept on increasing with the onset of vacation period. So much so that viewership surpassed 2018 levels as well. And this is despite the fact that there were 3 key events: IPL, elections, and World Cup. See, IPL is a calendarized event, but the other 2 were new. Whenever a big event happens, we've seen news channels going all over the roof and starts impacting GECs as well. But here, despite all these events happening at the same time, the kids genre kept on increasing. Also, kids are a demanding lot and are highly influential. If you look at the packaging in the post-NTO regime, most kids channels are not available in the base packs of cable and DTH operators. So kids would have influenced their parents to subscribe to higher priced packs, right? And that is how we see the impact of viewership actually gaining during the vacation time. If we look at the same data points from a reach and a time spent standpoint, the reach went up steadily, whereas time spent increased during the vacation period. Now, it is also important to target these loyal audiences very efficiently. So here, we are looking into the viewing behavior by day parts, by time bands, across both all individuals and on kids. So the left-hand axis is the viewing behavior of all individuals, which starts modestly in a day and peaks in the prime time. On the right axis is the viewing behavior of kids on kids channels, which starts from 8 in the morning, stays steady all through the day, and till about 8 in the evening. Now, kids come onto a kids channels multiple times in a day. But here we are plotting their very first instance when they register their presence on a kids channel. So you could see about 35% of them come onto a kids channel by 10 in the morning. And post that, there is a pretty significant build-up on reach all through the day. If you were to see the viewership from weekday versus weekends, the viewership starts with a bang on weekends, especially in the morning time bands, especially from 9 a.m. and peaks around noon, and then follows a weekday pattern from 4 p.m. onwards. So here what we have done is, we have created 2 kinds of groups for holidays: public holidays and festive holidays. And we are looking at growth in viewership on holidays versus working days. And you could see on both the occasions, the growth in viewership of kids is way higher than the growth in viewership of adolescents and adults. So this shows the higher engagement kids continue to have with television. Moving on, people generally have this myth that kids from upper social strata are moving away from television. Is that true? Let's find out. So we are looking at the time spent on kids channels by different NCCS. And NCCS is the consumer classification system that we have. NCCS A1 and A2 is the topmost segment in the social strata. And you see, they are the kids who spend highest time on kids channels in a given day. Having said that, the engagement standpoint was not too different. Is it clear? Yeah, it's working. All right. From an engagement standpoint, even the NCCS kids from other classes, they also spend up similar time. But further, we also looked into the share in population of different NCCS and their resultant contribution to the viewership. And you could see NCCS A1 and A2 from about 7% in the population, but contribute to 9% to kids viewership. So is the case with NCCS A. So all this means that they are over-indexed to the kids viewership. But NCCS B is largely at par, while the other ones are a little under-indexed. Now, Bark India launched Premium Panel, a separate and a dedicated panel for premium homes, where we capture viewership at a household level across 6 metros. So we thought, let us look at the behavior of these premium audiences and how do they match with the currency panel. So premium homes spend about 1 hour 29 minutes watching kids channels in a day, which is 1 minute 20 seconds higher than your NCCS A1 and A2 homes as well. So even the premium homes continue to engage on kids channels on television. Now let us look at the language preferences. So how do kids, what do they prefer? So the table shows the number of channels which are available in 2016 versus 2019. These are the language feeds. So you could see about 3 feeds were added in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu and Kannada. 2 were added in Malayalam and Bengali, and 1 each in English and Marathi. With so many increases in language feeds, the share of English language went down from 20% in 2016 to 11% now. The kids as a genre used to garner about 366 million impressions in 2016. Today, only the Hindi feed alone garners over 510 million impressions. So kids viewership has increased manifold. All languages have shown an increase, but the language to have shown the least increase is English with 24% growth. Also, the regional kids channels show an impressive market share within their respective markets as well. Now, what do kids watch on television? Here, we refer to type of content which is aired on kids channels. So, animation shows are the staple offering. So, you could see about 89% of viewership it garners to 90% of the airtime given. So, which is in proportion. But it is the movies where ROI is 3 times. 3% of airtime, but results into 9% of viewership. We saw that Indian language feeds are doing well, but so also is the case with homegrown characters. For example, Fukre Boys, when it was launched on Discovery Kids, the viewership went up. So was the case when Sonic launched Golmaal Jr. Again, when Sony rebranded their show to Honey Bunny Ka Golmaal, the viewership went up. And when Super V was launched, about 8.6 million people saw their launch episode, of which 2.4 million were kids and 6.2 million were adolescents and adults. Now, who are kids watching TV with? Here, I refer to co-viewing. Now, co-viewing means 2 or more people watching TV together at the same time. So, whenever kids co-view, about 50% of their time is with females in the age group of 22 to 30 and 31 to 40 years. Most probably to be their mothers. And this is highly significant. If you look at the viewership of kids genre, kids contribute only 39% to the viewership. Over 60% of kids genre viewership comes from adolescents and adults. With 98% of Indian homes having single television, co-viewing is way, way higher as compared to anywhere in the world. And as a result, kids also end up watching other genres, Hindi GEC, Hindi movies, and others. Now let us look at the advertising landscape on kids channels. So FCT, which is the fixed commercial time, that has been increasing on kids channels year on year. About 92% of kids are exposed to advertisements on kids channels in a week. This is an interesting fact. The total TV FCT went down by 3% in 2019. But kids genre saw an increase by 6%, second only to sports. Now sports is understandable. You had IPL, World Cup, so increase in FCT is given. But kids, there were no such events. In spite of that, the FCT went up. And these are the top sectors to have contributed to the increase in FCT. Interestingly, household products topped the chart, followed by laundry and hair care. But this also shows the significance that kids genre has on family viewing. It is not restricted to kids. But despite all of this, kids channels garner only 3% of advertisements on television, although they contribute to 6% to television viewership in India. We saw that about 60% of viewership comes from adolescents and adults for kids genre. So it is not just limited to kids, it caters to everybody in the family. So time is now to look at it through a new lens. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rishabh, for those insights. Before you leave, a little token of appreciation from our end. To present the same, I would like to invite Franklin, founder and CTO of IWMBuzz.com.
Holding you closer, it's time that I told you everything's going to be fine. Know that you're leaving, I'm trying to believe it. Take me one step at a time.
Thank you, Rishabh.